Yes, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a beautiful Saturday right here. And of course, allow me send some salams to my Muslim brothers who are fasting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And then, of course, to the Christians, yes, who are fasting. Lent period is here, but one thing I know is that Christians always wave around, yeah? Sibuli omuntu ali mu kisiibo right now. But if you are fasting, yes, you're doing yourself the service right there. It's actually a favor you're doing yourself. Otherwise, praise the Lord for you who is fasting. Once again, this is the Glory of Love. My name is MC Sugar. If you're watching us for the first time, I want to welcome you officially. Yes, it's a youth love show where we talk about love in 360 degrees. We talk about different things here and there. Basically, things that are very close to your experience, to your occurrence, to your exposure, and like that. So most times, we give ourselves an opportunity to discuss one-on-one, though the time we have on the show is so small that we always don't have enough time to interact. But I created a WhatsApp group, yes, for all of you to join, whoever is interested in interacting with us. We're making a family, a big family where we talk about matters close to the heart. So if you feel like you want to be part of it, yes, use the numbers that are on the screen and tell me that you want to join, and I'll join you in after the show or at the end of the show. All right, today I'm launching officially the season when I'm going to be hosting mainly university students. So we're basically on the Glory of Love taking a university tour. I'll be hosting different students from different universities. And Nsimbudo Ralero, I started off today, and today I have a student representing for YMCA. Yes, that is Wandegea, not Wambo. And then, of course, if you're catching us right now and you're representing for a certain university, could be Chambogo, could be KIU, could be Makerere, could be IUEA, Cavendish, Victoria University, all the universities, please, you can reach out using any of those numbers and say, yes, I want to come and represent for my university. We shall be talking about different topics, mostly those that occur in your university environment. Just like today on the show, I want us to talk about weekend marriages. Now, it is some bit of a relationship that has been forcibly placed among the stages of a relationship subconsciously, and nobody is talking about it, and it is happening low-key. Trust me. Every weekend, there are marriages that lock in and unlock when the weekend is done. And people have chosen to call them weekend marriages. We are yet to understand a proper definition of what weekend marriages are, but basically, our drill is going to be around there. So maybe as you're catching us, you are actually for your weekend marriage. You need to get a pen and paper and take some notes, because there is so much for you to know that you may not be knowing about weekend marriages that could be good, advantageous, could be bad, and disadvantageous to you. Otherwise, before we go any extra, allow me to welcome my guest so she can introduce herself, and then we dig into this conversation.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all. This is Asime Faith Monique. I'm from YMCA Wandege. I do bachelor's in journalism and mass communication. I'm not single. I have someone, and I do believe in weekend marriages.
Oh my goodness, Monica is indeed ready for the show. Yeah. I love the fact that you said you're ready to prepare them, and let's dive there right now. Okay. Here we are talking about weekend marriages. And I don't know if it has been part of your journey in your relationship. First, give me your definition of what weekend marriages are.
Weekend marriages, it is always a simple visit for only 2 to 3 days to your boyfriend's place, purposely to do what you know. Like I don't want to mention it, but to do that, not washing, not what, but just that. And it's
spend time together romantically, if we should dress it like that.
Spending time together
romantically.
Yes.
So, first of all, I want you to break it down for me. What are the activities other than, because there are people who talk about weekend marriages, and their definition is, when I visit my boyfriend for weekend marriage, I have to start by cleaning his entire house, wash his clothes, cook for him, basically prepare him for the week, iron, set him. There's a lady who told me she even cooks food for a whole week and puts it in the refrigerator. So what this guy only does is through the week, he picks the food, he warms it in the microwave, eats, and goes to work.
People, by the way, with true love exist. But I also have true love. But the man I got doesn't allow me to do like washing, cooking. He doesn't.
So is that his definition of weekend marriage, or it was your definition?
No, my weekend marriage, the way I understand it, it is his definition.
So
like,
the two of you,
we agreed on the definition that we meet for.
So who does the cleaning for him?
Of course he does.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to watch it. He does.
And when he comes, I mean, like when you come, who cooks?
He buys food. He orders for food. Because when his Zora is at his place, he has a woman that delivers food at his doorstep. So when I come, he orders for two. Breakfast,
oh
lunch,
my goodness. Now, make me understand this very well. When do you hope to start exercising the other duties of saying cleaning for him? Because many girls think when you do the cleaning, the washing, the blah blah, you are actually proving to him that you are a wife material. When do you hope to start that as you?
There is nothing like proving. When you're dating, or when you're dating a girl, you know you're dating someone who knows everything. So literally, when you reach her at a certain point that she doesn't, then dump her. But for me, I don't do anything like to prove him. That is the truth. He knows he got someone from Untungamo, I'm a Munyankole by tribe. I know everything to do. So the moment he comes at home, it means I'm going to start washing the jeans, ironing, doing like the other woman.
It's until he comes home.
Exactly. But if he doesn't travel from Kampala to Ntungamo, I won't do anything at his place.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
This is when I want to ask. Okay, you said you go for the weekend marriages, and basically what takes you there is spend time together romantically. Now, there are girls, not only in Kampala, around Uganda, let's limit ourselves in the borderline, who think involving or indulging sexually or romantically with a man makes you cheap. And that is one value they preserve for a conditioning, and say, for example, just like you said, it is until this man comes to visit or comes and sees my parents, that's when I can romantically get involved with him. Without that, I'm not doing anything, but I can do the washing and blah, blah, blah. How come yours is in vice versa?
Okay, mine is in vice versa because of the person I got. Me believe, and I want all girls to get men who fear God.
Okay.
Because the man I got, literally, in his, in his principles and what in a relationship, in our relationship, he doesn't tolerate all that. That cooking and what.
Yeah.
But he believes after coming home, I will do them. And I know, but I don't have like proving him. So when you get a man who is prayerful, who fears God, who understands, who is mentally very well, can't allow you to do that.
Now, talking about God-fearing man, the Bible somewhere talks about limiting or not indulging in premarital sex. Where does that leave the two of you? Isn't that a disobedience?
It is, but let me tell you the truth. The truth is, you can't spend like the rest of your life with a person. Okay, you're waiting for the right time to come, but you're not doing anything.
It's hard.
It is very hard. We are mature people. We have bodies. We have hormones. Like, I also fear God, by the way. But there are some things that we can't defend. Okay, of course we pray God to forgive us, but you can't fight with your hormones.
This conversation is getting so interesting around here now. Maybe this is what I should ask. When is it okay to indulge romantically with your partner Like when you start dating, at what stage do you say that, okay, now I think this is okay for me as you, Monica? Because other girls really have different definitions. Trust me, if I'm not mistaken, what is happening in my inbox right now, everybody trying to raise their own opinion. Others disagreeing with you, which is okay. Others are agreeing with you.
It depends on the time you've spent with that person. Me as a person, I've told you I'm in a relationship. And starting to romantically be with him, it was after 1 year.
Okay. Was he patient, or it was there was always that demand that was there?
He was patient, and it takes you back to the statement I did of when you get a God-fearing man and who is understanding. He waited for me, and after 1 year, I was like, I think I should do a step. I should.
Do you think it is possible to keep a man on hold for, let's say, 5 years of dating before anything happens, just because you're trying to obey the principles?
It depends on someone's heart. These days, men are no longer patient for all that period. But men are there that wait. Me have my friends that tell me, "Guy, mazina y'emyaka mukaaga. Guy, simuwa mwana. Guy, you know." Men are there. Okay. Not every man is has that rush, that speed in everything. Yeah. Men who are patient are there. So you have to get someone who understands you and who is ready to wait for you. You may want someone who waits and who is patient, and God gave me the man who is patient and understands me.
Oh my goodness, guys! My brother, the one that is dating Monica, salute for you, because the way this girl is praising you, chirayika cream de la cream. Get more vendala, sigenda kujajinga. But all the same, there is still so much to be talked about as far as weekend marriages are concerned. Just like she has broken it down, telling you some of the things that her as a person cannot do when she goes for weekend marriage, and things that she thinks are the vital points of a weekend marriage. Now, when we come back, I want us to rest a little bit. I really want to find out, are weekend marriages important in relationships or not? You can equally weigh in and tell us what you want, what you think, using the WhatsApp number that is running on the screen right now. Let's break. All right, welcome back. Yes, hold it right there. And of course, if you're just joining us right now, this is the Glory of Love on Magic One TV every single Saturday, 9:30 p.m. So you've come in a little bit late, but sit back, relax. We are still here to deliver. Talking about weekend marriages, I posed the question earlier on saying, are they very necessary, or it is something that we should start avoiding? I don't know. That's where we should start from, Monica.
Weekend marriages, starting the show, I told you I do support them.
Yes.
Why? You understand each other.
Okay.
Me, I had a guy.
Okay.
And we weren't meeting up, we weren't doing this and this. So that day I decided to visit him at night. He was snoring, gassing.
Panji.
So and I was committed to that man. But that is already a red flag in my life. I can't sleep in a disco. I left immediately, leaving his room. Why? Going back to the question, why are they vital? You understand each other, and you know that if lunch delays, how Faith reacts. How does she? And if at all someone calls my phone at night, how does she react? When you do this weekend marriage, you understand each other. For you to avoid the mistakes that are going to be done in another step of the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. Because me right now, I understand that in case any phone call comes in at night, I don't get upset, like pissed off who is calling, bichi. And if at all he tells me, but today I don't feel like I don't have much money for this because you wanted chicken. Let us eat beans over this. I can understand.
Okay.
That's the most important thing with weekend marriages. You understand each other for you not to mess up in marriage.
So should we say weekend marriage should come between you guys getting to know each other and cohabitation. Before you go for cohabitation, at least you should have some stages of weekend marriage, a little bit.
Exactly. This should be the first step.
Okay.
But people, but most people, they've jumped for cohabiting.
Yes, yes.
And what is happening in cohabiting, those are the breakups, are the fights that are taking place. Because you missed a stage. In life, don't jump for a step. Like, you don't have to rush for a step in your life. You have to
where does this leave someone who is thoughtful of? I have seen people who say, the moment I start a relationship with Faith, I don't want it to end. And now you two have started weekend marriages. Say, for example, you visited him and he did not like how you spent the weekend with him and he opted to leave you. Isn't that a risk factor?
It is. But it's also helpful. Why?
Okay.
You understand. Like, that factor that has made you feel like I should leave Faith, it should be considered most in this. Yes, you're going to be heartbroken, you're going to be disappointed, but let us look at the factor most. It is hopeful.
Okay.
That is the truth.
So you would have saved your time that would be wasted in case if you kept quiet, not staying together.
So taking you back to the relationship I was in, of that man who was doing all that I have said, I was going to spend a lot of time with him, 6 years.
Then you eventually get to know.
And eventually I go to the courtship stage of the marriage. I think the guy is doing this at night. And then
he has already taken cows to your place.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what you think, whether you think they are not necessary. Do you think there's any disadvantage of weekend marriages?
There are several disadvantages of weekend marriages. That's what I can tell you, MC.
Yeah.
One, it is depression.
How?
When you visit a man, or when you do a weekend marriage, you always are tempted to do some things. To my own experience, I can tell you this. I visited that guy. He was a doctor, and I felt like I should earn for him some clothes and prepare for him, acting like the other woman you told me about of the food. So I wanted to act so beautiful, and what? Guess what happened? When I was removing the clothes from his wardrobe,
yes.
Behind were some bras, knickers, shoes. Now I want to act mature. I was depressed. I couldn't even breathe in and out.
Did you ask him whose they were?
I couldn't even talk. I was depressed.
The queen of Untungamo.
Depression is real. Checking into his shoes because I wanted to clean the shoes that he was going to put on the whole week. Bichi. Behind there are some heels. I was like, I got depressed. Another thing, it is disappointment. In that process, I was depressed, but I was disappointed with him. The relationship ended.
So did he take time? Did he realize that you had seen those things, and what did he say?
Yeah, I asked him, and he was like, there is a woman who left them here. I don't love her, but she forced me to keep them here. You also know men. Men have excuses. And then he told me, but the truth is, me, I love you. Don't think about the clothes. And actually, let me even throw them away. I was like,
don't.
That was the end of the relationship.
Let me ask you this. What happens in cases where, okay, this is weekend marriage. Should we say a weekend marriage process should start when the two of you have now confirmed that there's no other extra relationships, just you and him? Or you can be seeing, because there's a stage in relationships where we say that you are free to date multiple partners because you're trying to check and see who sits in the right place before you eventually make your final choice. So I'm looking at a situation where you've gone for a weekend marriage and this guy is still seeing multiple partners. You're leaving the house, another one is coming in. Do you have a right to get annoyed?
I have.
Why?
Because the moment you approached me and you're like, I love you, Wishi. It means your heart is contented with me. So I don't expect you get someone else. When I get out, she comes in.
I don't know if you've been at this stage before, but there's a stage in every relationship where, I don't know if the ladies do the same thing, where a girl is dating more than one partner and the guy is also dating more than one partner, and he or she has equally told them, I love you, I love you, I love you. But her reason is this, that I am dating these people because I want to check and see who out of them has the qualities that I'm looking for. Then eventually I commit to that person. So at that stage of where you're dating multiple partners, is it okay to start off a weekend marriages? Because someone would say it is one of my testing grounds. I want them to all visit me on different weekends. I see who acts how before I make my final choice. So is that the right stage for someone to start weekend marriages? That is for both men and boys. And boys and girls.
At that stage,
Mm-hmm.
you are even not allowed to do a weekend marriage because you are testing the microphone one-to-one to check with them. That is the truth.
Uh-huh.
You don't have the audacity of you doing the weekend marriage. Nedda mukwan. When you're contented with a person, in all those multiple partners you've talked about,
yes,
when you choose one, start the weekend marriage. But before, I beg, don't.
Now, let's take it to this extent. Now, the boy has already chosen one, and he has started the weekend marriage with her. But for her, she still has other multiple partners, because I've seen confessions where people tell me that, Sugar, this girl came to my place on Friday and left Saturday afternoon saying she's going. But then I realized she actually left and went to another guy's place.
The truth is, by the way, it is very hard to meet a girl or a woman who has one boyfriend.
For real?
Yes. We are always testing, as long as that is the truth. Even those who are in cohabiting stage, who are in what, still they are testing from outside. Unless you're committed. Okay, it takes you back to when you're committed or when your heart is contented with the person you've got. The truth is, you can't, how can I even express it?
So when does a girl finally say, now, okay, let me settle?
The truth is, girls will take even centuries to think about settling. It's you, a man, who makes me feel like
settling.
Yes.
So what are some of the things that I do, that I need to do in order to make you feel that you can now settle?
Okay, you as a man, you have your own techniques and things that you're going to do to persuade me, like to, how can I even say, to make me feel like, but I think I should settle.
I should settle here.
Yeah. Before getting the boyfriend currently that I have, I won't call him the husband because we are not legally married.
Yeah.
But the things he was doing, like he cares, gives you attention, and he will do everything, like give you guidance, take you everything, like all the things that you're supposed to do. Literally, to close up the gap that could come into my mind of saying, but now I want some KFC. But now I want to go for swimming. But now, no. He bridges all the space there to make me feel like I should settle with him through his actions. By the way, men have a lot of actions to make you feel like, I should settle with him. So those are the actions I'm talking about. Every man has his own actions. By the way, they don't have the same actions. The other one can buy a car to show you that I want to settle with you. The other one can tell you that I sleep in that apartment to make you feel like, hey. So, but for me, my boyfriend wasn't doing all that. He wasn't even showing me his kazigo.
For you as a person, what is that one thing that drives you to say, now let me settle with this one?
Okay. Someone's thinking capacity. The way someone thinks and his commitment to the relationship drives me.
Okay.
The guy I have currently, he was so very committed to the relationship. And I was like, I think I should block all these wakayambas in the inbox.
Oh my
and
goodness.
the brain. Like someone. By the
You
way,
want an intelligent man.
Yeah, when you start speaking, I can usually say, MC Sugar Mwali. That is the truth.
So for you see intelligence instead of simanya money, bichi.
By the way, to tell you the truth, I've never even asked him any coin. I've never. And I've never asked about the transport or what.
Oh
okay, someone may say it is delivering yourself.
Yes.
But we are going to benefit.
You transport yourself to and fro.
Yes. So it is all about him, taking you back to the intelligence that we are talking about.
Oh,
it is all about him to
common sense
that my faith Tansabe transport she has come. I think let me give her some 100. I use the board of 2K.
Oh my goodness.
So for me to settle with you, you have to be bright.
I'm very sure so many men watching the show right now are saying Uganda needs more faiths right here, because this is one thing that very many men actually hate. A girl asking for transport, you're coming for weekend, musmaya soko syndicate transport, olusi noweereza transport n'atatuuka n'owulira obusungu. There's someone who sent me a message yesterday on radio saying that Sugar, do you know the pain of escorting a girl who has paid you a visit and she has not touched you at all? She has also said, don't touch me. And then she wants you to escort her to go and get a judge. Lots is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's come back after another break. But before I go for the break, allow me to send shout outs to one of my barbers. Yes, he's called Emma Barber. You can find him at Titanic building, that is the TC15. Yes, together with the likes of Kate, there is Sharon, there is Zipper Baba, Zipper Feds rather, and then of course there is Mamwita Enoka Kukaviri and the entire house. Batumide Konyo, big upon yourself. Thank you for catching the show. Yes, let's breathe. When I come back, we shall be wrapping up on this whole conversation, but there's still so much to talk about. And I'm telling you, if you want to indulge more and discuss more with Faith, she's going to be part of the WhatsApp group later on. If you want to join, hit us right now in our DM and say, I want to join your WhatsApp group. All right, guys, we're still having fun right here, but our time is not our best ally right now. So we have to really wrap up on the show. But it's always happening every single Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Lock in and you'll get to learn so much. Now, before I let Faith go, all right, let's finish off with one love hack for my viewers.
As you've said, it is one.
Just one.
Appreciation. Please, girls, appreciate.
Even the little
he does. Thank you.
Unless if there's something you want to say or some people you want to send shout outs to.
I want to first of all to thank you so much
Anytime.
for hosting me. Another thing, I want to thank our President Felix for the 27th Guild Council. Thank you for being a hardworking man. Yeah. And another thing, I want to thank all the journalism students. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for believing in me. And guess what? I'm the Guild delegate, the delegate journalism degree, but still I'm going in. So on 3rd April, I'm swearing in for the 2nd time.
Wow.
So that's how journalism students trust me at YMCA.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you so much. I love you.
All right.
That's all.
All right. Thank you. All right. We're out of here, man. Our time is really out till next Saturday. Keep on to Magic One TV. But most importantly, don't forget to go and check out this very show on YouTube. If you're already watching it on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button. The channel is called MC Sugar. And there are so many other extra shows that were already shot sometime back. You can go review, watch, and learn so much more. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.